Of my audience matters, and then yeah.
Today's theme is rejection, and I'm just here to pass that rejection is not the end of your way to success.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've been rejected and had to grow from it?
Yeah, it's a learning experience. Yes, I have.
Yeah, this year's theme is a very important one because when you're rejected, it prompts you to do more. Rejection has impacted my life and business and brand because I remember when I finished my NYC, there was no job. And all the places I dropped my CVs, I got rejections, I got no, and it just prompted me to start up something. And 8 years down the line, I'm here with a brand, also impacting other people's lives. So I feel rejection shouldn't make you feel bad. It should only motivate you to prove to the world that you can do better.
My name is Ifoma Udobi, and I am the National Coordinator of Main Foundation. My role is to coordinate and make sure that everything is in place. And I'm super excited that everything is well organized and it's beautifully. And people that coming in, if you look from the other direction, you'll see the students dropping in. And I'm very grateful to God that it's going to be a success.
My name is Ode Sharon. I just attended content creation class.
We learnt a lot. Personally, I learnt a lot. It was inquisitive. The students interacted. The person who was in charge of teaching was very helpful. I mean, she gave us like a hack to content creation. So, I mean, it was very insightful, and I am very happy that I attended.
Thank you. So moving forward, what does Me Foundation have in store for us?
We have a lot. If you have a look at our brochure, we have a lot of things we do. One of them is that we give scholarship to students, which we have majority of them. We have this year alone about 50 girls that we're paying school fees for. Some of them are is accommodation. Some of them we've helped them to start up a business for themselves. We have something as little as clothing. Some women go into prostitution, do a lot of bad things because of clothing. So we give out clothing for them. We train them, of course, in this, and we organize conferences like this that will help them to be the best version of themselves.
It's not a day for many speeches, but obviously it's a day to sink this message into our system. Are we communicating? It is time for us to show that without you as a woman, nothing can happen. You can see that's a mother, right? That's your baby, right? If we don't have a mother like you to have nursed us to this level, are we going to be what we are today? And it's important that you discover the silent strength inside of you. It is only when you know who you are, that is when who you are can attract that favor and grace that surrounds you. A lot of you tend to find it difficult to break even because you don't know who you are. You might be in an environment of opportunities, but these opportunities will pass you by. Am I communicating? Has it happened to anyone? It is only when you know your capacity, you can say, I can activate. And it's only when your capacity is strong, that is when you'll be motivated. And if you're not motivated, you might not be able to achieve. And it's only when you are motivated and not rejected, you might not spur to get that which you want to get. Because most times, it's only after rejection, your capacity, the resilience inside of you comes out. Am I communicating? It's only when a man insults you, say, me, you said this to me. Okay, let me see what I'm going to do. I swear to God I will do this. That is when you are what? Motivated. Some of us, when we are heartbroken, maybe you would have given your love. Yes, I don't know how old we are. They say 15 to 30 something, I'm sure. A good number of us would have felt what love is. It could be motherly love, it could be emotional love, it could be whatever love it is. But however it is love, right? But for the angle of the male species, for those that you are emotionally entangled with, it is when you see some of these movies when someone is heartbroken. You say, oh, you did this to me. After all I've done for you. Perhaps you might see the lady might be perhaps jobless, depending on the man in question. And because the man is the one fending for her and tends to, step on her, override her. And after giving so much, because she has nothing to offer in return, except her loyalty and love, and she's overridden, what does she do? And when she's blanked off or rejected, she goes out with motivation. And you see her, she keeps studying, working hard, doing so much, giving in, midnight candles, going around to make sure she grows. At the end of the day, you see that eventually she's up there. And what made her? Because she was once rejected. True or false? The same way we have orphans that felt rejected in the society. If you go through histories, you see that a lot of them, they were spurred to be great because of a level of rejection they had. And that's first what takes us to the first point, which is what? Developing resilience. You develop that resilience that I will do it. Because this person did this, because I have been said this, because I have been spat on, because I have been talked down on, because I have been dejected, because someone has not believed in me, I think I've decided to be strong, to step on my shoes and run for my glory. Because you know who you are. You don't let anybody ride on you. Yes, you might be young, but then you know where you're going to. Just as I said, the society is not usually fair to the girl child. And that is why, for anybody that have been able to brace up and decide to consider and drive on this wheel of destiny, on this hawks of glory, of carrying the burden of a girl child, it is indeed very exceptionally ingredential that we wants to give her a round of applause. Discover who you are. That is one thing. That is the second point we need to note. Self-awareness, self-discovery. If you know who you are, you will know, okay, this path I'm following might not be right for me. Apart from this rejection. For instance, once someone make a statement against you, hey, who do you think you are? You can't even get this thing done. Do you know who you are? Then you have to withdraw. For instance, for those that are in school, you might be good in official presentation as perhaps a broadcaster, or for those that read mass communication. But in a case where you see yourself good in being able to convince someone to take this product, you might happen to be that you are indeed a better marketer than a better communicator. You have to discover, withdraw and say, what is it I can do better? You see that when you discover your strength will spur your weakness for you to be a better person. First, self-awareness. Someone might insult you. Someone might make a statement. Someone might make a reaction. You don't need to create a scene. You don't need to. It's a case of yourself and yourself, not just nobody else. That is where you don't blame anybody for your downfall. Some persons will always want to attribute their misfortune to someone else. No. If this person has made this statement, it might just be a reason or might just be a destiny statement for you to discover, and redirect your path and say, this is not where I am supposed to be. I think I need to withdraw and move on. Am I communicating? At the end of our program, we're going to make connections to the Me Foundation, to two notable NGOs that will not only offer scholarship, but then enhance some skill acquisition projects and support the organization. All right. Our third point here is persistence. Rejection spurs persistence. Rejection enhances persistence. Rejection motivates you to want to do more. Don't believe that anyone is better than you. Just believe perhaps either I'm not in my path of glory or my path of destiny, or perhaps I have not done enough, or I have not grown or developed myself enough. Then it is only that time you will know that it is time to trace your step. Don't take any issues, any remark, any situation as a reason to want to be dejected or depressed as a girl child. So I want to urge all of us to know that programs like these are rare. And that is why I always celebrate a lot of NGOs that come up with programs of this nature. We have in Abuja, we have a lot of them, a lot of young ladies. Zone 4, do I count them? Those that are coming into the city, they are every week they are paying. You have to hustle to be sure you pay for the week. You know, those that in the course of your hustling, you are being used for ritual. In the course of your standing on wherever, you enter unknown vehicles and you get in the news that one or two things has happened. You're beheaded, your left ear is cut off. This has happened, and you know, it's so many sad stories. And of course, that is why I said the society is not usually fair to the girl child. But because this foundation has come, it has come for what? To stay. Right? It has gone to the east, the west, the north, the south, and here isn't the middle belt. And because the foundation is for real, it has come for fame, not for shame. All the same, he's here to rock the game because she is for real. So, it is not a day for many talks, but then we must make impact. We must have a reason for all of you to get to the next level. We're going to follow you judiciously. Your growth, your trainings, your practices. We're going to attract sponsors for those that are very committed to the project or the learnings, the acquisitions they have gathered. We're going to ensure that we follow your growth process. But if you fall off, it's just unfortunate that you missed that opportunity to take you to the next level. We have seen women, young ladies, the high and mighties in the corridors of power. Beautiful, ugly, tall, short, however it is. But then, what has made them who they are? Consistency, resilience, believing in themselves, self-awareness, and confidence that they will not fall because the society is not fair to the girl child. When you know that you're being motivated because of the rejection you had to do more, to do better. It's also possible that such kind of rejection or situation, such kind of maligning remarks, such kind of demeaning statements, such kind of harassing moments can as well make you to channel a path for a new direction. If you're making your hair, you're those that you're good at making hair making, right? And you see them, perhaps the income is not coming. You know, you see Auntie, okay, Esther is there, she's doing well and it's coming out, and you're making hair is not working. And you might just be that either there's a need to channel a new direction, which of course you might say, okay, let me go into makeup or let me go into fashion. And you might just eventually find your glory or your calling. It might just happen that the path you are is not your calling. You just need a different move for a new path, for a new growth system. With the support of Me Foundation, with the skill acquisition already in progress, with the plan and lineup of projects, I want to believe that this is not just the starting point. To engineer the mindset of growth, because nobody can do it for you. You only have two options. Either you make or you are mad. And if you're mad, the options are many. The devourers are out there waiting, looking for who to devour. Either a ritualist takes you or you land in the streets. But then the road to success is just very narrow. You have to persevere. You have to walk. You have to move. Whatever you have put together, whatever you have been taught, whatever you are going home with today, hold it very close to your heart. Because this is what you will take over and send to some other people that are not here. And the mindset of growth involves intelligence, involves ability to build your mind, which goes with your intellect, which goes with your brilliance, which goes with your creativity, for you to know that it is time for me to grow. It is time for me to remain afloat so that I will not be mocked. Because if you are mocked, you just have to fall back to either of those 5 points I just gave to you. Because today's topic is what? Team rejection, the catalyst for growth. And as we have come to today, I believe we have not just come to say so much, to celebrate our dictions, but it's been a gathering of right minds. And today, when we leave, we will leave with a held high. And I believe this project will see the test of time.
Another challenge, you. Another challenge, you. Another challenge, you. Double challenge, you. Another challenge, you. Another challenge, you. Another challenge, you. Double challenge, you.
On behalf of Me Foundation, I'd like to welcome you all in today's event. I am Ifoma Udobi, and I am the coordinator of Me Foundation. As we gather here today, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you, especially our distinguished guests, for your support and your presence. Me Foundation is dedicated and committed to organizing programs aimed at promoting girls' rights through awareness creation against sexual and domestic violence. We will be a voice and a leg, and also a mouth for any young woman who is or has been vulnerable. The Me Foundation elevates the capacity of every young girl, child, youth, and women through our monthly trainings, yearly workshops, conferences to enhance their skills, motivate, improve, knowledge, and participation in any of those choosing topics. This encourages equal participation in decision making and organizes workshops regularly for the young girls to be enlightened them spiritually, psychologically, mentally, and socially, also morally and otherwise. Housing remains a perennial problem in Nigeria today, and over 2 million young girls are being affected by this situation. This has led to many girls to make wrong turns or decisions in life. The Me Foundation has taken this upon her shoulder to go beyond providing shelter alone, but also furnishing the apartments for the young girls in order to save them from not just being on the streets, and also to have a home for themselves. This program is specially designed to provide clothing for our leaders. Other than rehabilitating the young girls from the streets, Me Foundation provides the young girls with a good knowledge and a sense of coverage in terms of dressing and also providing them with decent wears too. Today's event is a milestone for us, and I am excited to have this year annual conference crowned with skill acquisition for the girls and everyone that has participated in it as well. Let me say a loud, kudos to my dedicated president, Dr. Vivian Victor, and a great visionary leader. I would like to also acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our team and volunteers who have made this event a success. I want to say thank you all for being here. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Udobio, former the national coordinator for Me Foundations. So, but now we want to have an interactive section, and this section, it has to involve everybody in this hall. Yes, we would want to hear from each and every one of you. Like we have a segmented program that's happened earlier. You are a part of it. So now we want to hear from you what you feel about the Me Foundations, the opportunity they are to offer, and how it can change you basically as a woman, as a girl child.
My name is Emanuela. I feel the Me Foundation is like helping us, we girl child, to know our worth.
So to me, what I feel about Me Foundation is that it's a very good foundation that helps the girl child, empowers them, and make them feel high of themselves and not have low self-esteem.
Me Foundation is the foundation that makes we women have confidence, have self-esteem, and know our rights, and also fight for our rights.
I came here with a very different mindset, but right now I'm bold. I can talk even to the president. I know my rights.
I really appreciate this for making us, especially me, to know what I wish to do. They said that for you to discover yourself, from here today, I think I discovered one thing about myself. And I need, as from today now, I will take a step in moving forward.
This has impacted me greatly today because it has emphasized the self-sufficiency of the girl child. And it has given us, we didn't have to pay a dime, skills and everything. So we say thank you for that.
I want to stand to appreciate each and every one of us, including myself, for deeming ourselves worthy to be impacted and empowered.
I want to thank Me Foundation for making me discover the woman in me, and also making me to understand that there are heights I can attain and there's no limit for me. Thank you very much.
Okay, I want to thank Me Foundation for giving me this opportunity to learn that even without passion, if you have purpose, you can make it in life.
I got to learn a lot about public speaking and how I could manage myself on the stage and what it meant like to be a public speaker indeed.
A lot has been said already about Me Foundation, and I want to always say that it's a passion that God laid in my heart in 2017. and actually brought my attention to it again in 2021. And finally, last year, we were able to officially start the work that God have given to us. And basically, what it's all about is just to help our young women, because we recognize there are a lot of things that we need to do around our young women. It is not okay to condemn anyone. You can sit in your corner and say, oh, that girl is useless. That girl follows men. That girl steals, You can easily say those things and you don't know the reason behind it. So that's why you have a Me Foundation that has to be a shoulder for young women like you. I was once young, like you. I was in the university like you. I actually went to university here in Nigeria. I'm a product of Abia State University. And when I finished school, I know the challenges that I faced when I was in school. I can't start telling you all of those things, but whatever thing you're going through, I went through it. There were times, why I actually delayed my speech before my friend came, because both of us went through the same thing, so she will remember. There were times we didn't have money to eat, and I'll be watching out for her, then I'll say, enter that room. Go and take it. She's coming. She's not coming. And so many times they shamed both of us. So many times we didn't have money to even pay transport and go home. There's this occasion one Saturday afternoon, we decided to go to Okigwe Junction. Tina and one of my friends that unfortunately we lost her last year. Olivia. So 3 of us went on the road to look for a free ride because Tina's parents live in Port Harcourt, so we're actually going to Port Harcourt. So we got into that free ride, not realizing we've entered One Chance. How many of you will remember One Chance? Yes. So we now shared ourselves. Tina will be engaging them in a conversation. Me, I'll be praying. Then Olivia will be singing. So we, drove to a very deadly place. Mine, it was in the evening. So Tina now said, oh, I know chopping wire. And it happened that the chopping wire is one of their gang. So immediately they heard that, you know what? They dropped us in the middle of nowhere and we ran out. So whatever thing you're going through, we have gone through that. But one thing that we didn't allow those situations to hinder us. Today I can probably tell you I'm a mother of 4, and Tina is a mother of 3, and late Olivia is a mother of 4 too. Yes, so we didn't allow those things to define us. We graduated, we didn't drop out, we went ahead to acquire more studies. Even when I went overseas, I ventured into more because I'm into education. I studied education anyway. So we didn't allow that to, and God has allowed us those experiences to shape us, to come and be a shoulder for you young women to know. So whatever thing you're going through, I can relate to it. So we are not here to judge you. We are rather here to offer support as much as we can. Yeah, so if you go through our brochure, you see that we offer you support in your education, if you're struggling to pay your school fees, because this is one of those things that will make young women to do the wrong thing. So we don't want you to, if you want to go into a relationship, like I always tell any girl, is that because you love that guy, not because you're doing it for money. That shouldn't be the reason, right? So if you're struggling with you're paying your school fees, you reach out to us. You have no place to stay. There was a time I could remember when we were in uni, remember? That we were like 5 of us in one room, So maybe you're struggling to pay for accommodation, you reach out to us. We also recognize that, clothing, there's some girls that they only have one good dress. So we also provide you with clothing, if you need assistance with that. And one of the things we did today was the skill acquisition. And why we include that is that we want you to be self-sufficient. My friend was telling me a story yesterday of a girl that she met in a salon that saw herself through school because she had learned how to make hair So she didn't have any reason to start chasing any man or doing all the wrong things, going to drugs or whatever, but because she had a skill that she can fend herself with. So that's why we provide you with skill acquisition in any area we can, for you to learn that skill and actually utilize it and start a business for that. And this year we chose the candle making and the diffuser making, because these are the things you can actually do from the comfort of your home. You don't need to have a shop. So even in school, you can start doing that and start making sales and start making money. And we also introduce you into content creation because, as all of you know, is today's oil well. A lot of people are making, and you don't even need much to start that. And we also provided you with the opportunity to be able to learn the skill of public speaking so that you can venture into that if that is your wish. So you have no reason to do anything that is not right. You have Me Foundation to cover you. Stay cool and God bless you.
Here, say I'm the best version of me. I'm the best version of me. Follow the beat. I'm the best, come on, version of me. I'm the best version of me. So much grace, and power to give. I'm the best, come on. I want to feel you. I'm the best.
Rejection as a catalyst for growth. It has taught me that hearing no is not the end of it, and if someone rejects something or if I don't get something, it's just that push. I need to grow and not give up.
Well, the first speaker has done a very good job, speaking to the positive impacts rejection can have on us sometimes, because rejection usually comes as criticism or them closing a door you think you deserve to be in. So I feel that teaches you to, up your game, work harder, reinforce, and, be better generally. And to me, that's good. So, yeah, I think this topic teaches us to grow a thick skin because rejection is part of life and it's just realistic.
Rejection as a catalyst of growth. Well, I'll speak on the aspect of relationship. Like, I've been through a lot when it comes to relationship, meeting people and the rest. I felt I was rejected. Even within my own family, there are some things that really happened. But because of that rejection, I'm standing. I've grown a thick skin. As it is right now, I can say I'm a testimony of my own self, of growth. Because there are some things that I can see now, say I overlook. And I think as a catalyst of growth, it has really improved.
Come on, roll it for yourselves. You are wonderful.
First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land which we reside in today. And I would also like to appreciate the founder of this foundation, Dr. Vivian Victor, and the beloved sponsors, Dr. Okezi, the CEO of Amanda Flawless, Ms. Tina Reynolds, and the CEO of Bethel Court Estate, Mr. Michael Ibu, and my co-speaker. And to all the beautiful women who are here today, you are welcome. So every year, Me Foundation hosts a conference, which is based off a certain topic. And this year, the chosen topic is rejection. So what is rejection? Rejection is a word that stings. A feeling that sinks into your chest and tells you you're not good enough. We've all been there. The job we didn't get, the love that wasn't received, the idea that was laughed off. And in those moments, rejection can feel like the end of something. But what if it's not the end? What if rejection is actually a beginning? Rejection is not a wall, but a mirror. It forces us to look at who we are, what we value, and how badly we want what we're chasing. It teaches us to rise, reimagine, and rebuild. Without rejection, Barack Obama may have never become the president after all. He lost his first run for Congress. And Martin Luther King Jr. was arrested, threatened, and silenced, and constantly pushed back. Yet he never stopped looking forward, because he knew that rejection was not the end of something. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us know the infamous Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty, faced a very difficult childhood, and she was viciously abused by her very own family. Yet she rose above it. She never stopped, and so should you. She didn't let the tough times get to her. She rose above it. It means, see, rejection doesn't mean you're not worthy. It means someone hasn't seen your worth yet. That no you heard, it might just be a redirection that pushes you to a better yes. Every time you're rejected, you're refined. Every time a door slams shut, another one silently unlocks. But only for those brave enough to keep walking. Rejection reveals resilience, so next time you feel dismissed, unwanted, or left out, don't shrink, but stand taller. Let rejection sharpen your focus, not shatter your confidence. Let it teach you, not define you. Because in the end, rejection isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey towards it. Thank you for listening.
All right, please, you will be doing a presentation to one of our sponsors of the year.
Okay.
First, to our amiable Dr. Vivian. Okay. Then second to the CEO, Bethel Okot. So first, Dr. Vivian. Let's welcome our doctor.
Please, ma'am. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Oh, this is an oversized shoe that I'm wearing now, and I didn't see it coming. I'm actually shivering. Ma'am, you've been a great force. You've been a visionary leader, a driver of great and lofty things. And this is one of the best things I am sure I'm going to do this year, handing over this to you. It's so amazing. It's been a pleasure working with you. And you just keep bringing vibes. You keep leading in ways that we want to always catch up and then, meet up with you. But you're always ahead. Your work, everything you've done speaks well of you. And I do not say this because I work with you. I say it because it is a fact. It is a great honor for me to present this to you. Congratulations. Do not relent. Keep blazing the trails. Take the world by the storm. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vivian, this President Me Foundations.
Congratulations. Can we celebrate him? A serious round of applause. It looks so beautiful on him. It's actually complimenting his outfit, which of course I admired from outside. I didn't tell you that. Congratulations. We love you. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the award. Yeah, it's an honor and a big privilege to be here actually. Thanks to the conveners of the Miss Imo beauty pageant, right? Thank you very much for deeming it right to appreciate us, and I want to commend Dr. Vivian as well, because without her, there won't be today. And without everyone here, today will not be complete as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, the basic thing is about rejections. Can I just make an input?
Yes.
Yeah, the girl child is special. Yes. Do you agree with me, sir? Everything in life, I think, evolves around women. Yeah, starting from the girl child.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Without the woman, I probably wouldn't be here. You understand? Yeah. So all I would say, like one of the speakers said, rejection is like a catalyst to success. So trust me, we've all been there at one time or the other. I've experienced it like a million times. But like she said, you never say no, never accepting rejection. Yeah, sometimes it starts from our immediate family, people within our area of influence, immediate family members, friends, and all that. But trust me, everyone is special in their own ways. Yeah, we're beautiful in different shades. So I want you all to acknowledge that. God bless you. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Hello, everyone. The reason why I'm laughing, she never told me I was going to say anything. But in all, we've all experienced life as a woman. We've experienced it in our everyday life. Like she told you when I'm a storyteller, but I'm not going to say much. Like she told you about our university days. We went through hell. But one thing that we had going for us was our dream. I could remember when we went to the beach, Vivian and I, we were at the beach and she saw these beautiful kids and the way they were talking, and she turned around and I was talking to her. I thought she was behind me. And when I looked back, she wasn't behind me. I went to her, I said, what are you staring at? She said, I want my kids to be like that. I was like, we didn't have money. How are we going to go abroad? How are we going to have kids abroad? How is it going to happen? There was no dream about that. All we had was just ourselves. But today, sometimes we joke about it, but today we've achieved everything. Why? Because we had a dream. We had a dream, we had a purpose. So in life, whatever you're going through, just try as much as possible to have a dream. Because if you don't have a dream, there is no format. But when you have a dream, you have a format, you have a solution, you have something that is driving you. So when you get home today, ask yourself, what is my driving force?
When I'm in this kind of gathering, I always remember the prayer we say in the Catholic Church, the Hail Mary prayer. Say, blessed, who can complete? Yeah? Blessed among women. And when men stay around women, they are blessed. And so I feel blessed and special. I'm told today, me. So I'll start letting that selfish. But the truth of the matter is that, and I do say it with all amount of seriousness, for people who believe in the Bible, and for people who believe in the creation story in the Bible, I keep asking them, if you think that God is so all-knowing, omnipotent, and all of those things, why did he create woman? Why? So from a layman's perspective, I would say that he realized that he had made an error. And so for him to correct that error was to create a woman. My ladies, my girls, don't be carried away with that story of a man sleeping, then one surgeon remove a rib, and then molded it, and create a woman. Don't take that story. I don't take it as a person, even though I'm a Christian. I don't take that story. The story I take is the story that ended in Genesis, the last verse. Man and woman, he created them. That's where I end. The business of sleeping and removing ribs and I don't give that. I don't accept that story. And that is why in my class, and my students know that I tell them, and very passionately at that the woman is a stronger human person. It is people who do not understand that begin to look down on a woman. A woman is a stronger human species. What a woman can go through, most men cannot bear it. And I say it, I teach it, and I preach it. I tell women, this one you people will not like it, but I'm going to say it. Don't fall in love. I'm being serious. Don't fall in love. Because when you fall in love, you are down. And when you are down, you'll be trampled upon. Stand in love. Let no man deceive you. We men, we can tell lies. And unfortunately, some girls like the lies. Unfortunately. Don't go for those lies. Let me tell you the simple truth. Men don't love. I'm saying some naked truths. Men don't love. Yes. Men's understanding of love is completely different from what a woman thinks about love. Ooh. So, in a relationship, I'm happy that Dr. Vivian has said, if you and you feel like being in a relationship, fine. But don't go there with unnecessary expectations. Because the idea of love, men have a different notion and attitude towards love. Most men use their head. Most women use their hearts. That's why you are heartbroken. So I tell of course, my daughter is married and is on his own, so I don't have any business with her again, more or less. But you need to know some of these snippets, so that when we men start doing all those things we do, you know, and you don't fall for it. The man is wired differently upstairs, and the woman is wired differently. And the woman uses most of her heart. That's why women can love, they can bond, they can trust, they can be faithful, but men. And I want to conclude by saying that I fully and wholly endorse what Dr. Vivian is doing. I've known her for a couple of years, and she has a charm over me because I don't know how to tell her no. I have struggled to tell her no, but I have not had the courage to tell her no. I thank you so much for your vision. And I want to thank you especially for what you're doing and what you're trying to push these young women into. Because the vision of trying to get these young girls and give them a purpose for life and give them a sense of worth, using your own story to tell your story, nothing can be more moving than what you've just done for these children. So we'll be very pleased that if few of them can benefit from your generosity and goodwill and charity, we will deeply, deeply appreciate it. And finally, my young ladies, you've got a bright future ahead of you. Do not toy with it. And tomorrow, you give testimony of greatness, of success, of achievement, of performance to the glory of God, our Father.
Life can be very funny. I didn't have the opportunity to meet Me Foundation, but I became who I am because of the Me Foundation spirit in me. Yeah. I lost my mom when my dad died first. I'm the last in my house. We're 10. I have 9 brothers. I'm the only girl. But from 3 different mothers, and my mom happened to be the last. So I was in, I think I had just 2 more years to round up secondary school. My father died. My mother carried on until I finished my secondary school. She too followed her husband. And I was left, with my eldest brother, who married a woman that never wanted to see any of us in the house. Although my mother did something, I think she had the spirit of Dr. Vivian. I didn't get admission into the university the year I graduated, and she was seriously sick. You know, I think she saw she was going to die. Then she now bought me a salon. From her the money, her money wasn't even enough. My brother had to add it up, and then they bought the salon, you know. So they bought the salon, and that was when we had this Ghana must go. The Ghanaians were leaving. One Ghanaian man now sold the salon. I didn't believe it was mine because I was quite young. I wasn't 20, I was 18. Yes, I was 18 when that happened. So as my mother died, I now saw the salon like, this is my mother now. I'm going to worship the salon. I started the salon. 2 months later, I got admission. The JAM I wrote and forgot that I wrote JAM. They gave me admission from Lagos. I didn't go to bribe. From Lagos, I got admission and I was caught in between. God, do I go to school and leave this? Okay, who will sponsor me? This one, that one big madam is there saying nobody looks at anybody again, only her. Then one soft mind said, can't you merge the two together? That's the beginning of the story of my salon and school. Yes. University of Jos, Bauchi Road. And my salon was on Tefa Balewa. I will hike a bike. Within 15 minutes, I'm in the class. Lectures will be going on. I'll be thinking of my shop. I'll tell myself, concentrate. You need to pass. From that shop, I paid my fees. Nobody asked me for my result because nobody was paying. My brothers were all, you know how women can Kolobi men. And they're all men, everybody to his tent, O Israel. And I continued. Something kept pushing me. Something kept pushing me. Vision. I've always wanted to be a lecturer all my life. And I never saw it coming. Yes, I'd wanted to be a lecturer all my life. I never saw it coming. Because who do I know that'll go and how will I even go to school in the first place? Because I thought my life has ended in the salon. I made up my mind that here I end. Then admission came. So I was shuttling like that to the extent that on Friday night, I'll take night bus. My daddy still had estates in Jos. But nobody is talking about anybody. I'll take a night bus from Jos to Lagos. At Bega, Ijara 7 up, I'll drop in the morning, get to the market, buy the things I'll put in my shop. At the age 18, I think I was between 18 and 20, I was doing that. Pack the things back to Ijora, take the same bus that brought me to Lagos back to Jos. On Monday, I'm back in the class as if I didn't go anywhere. If I don't tell you, you won't know. That was how I became a graduate. Then what was my goal was to wear the crested vest, NYSC. It was thrilling me. That was what I was gunning for, you know. So that was how it started. When I wore the NYSC regalia, my own brother was asking me, where did I get it from? I said I was in school. Oh, he said, all this while you're in salon, you're in school? I said, yes. So that salon paid my first degree, paid my second degree. Okay, the third degree I did in Veritas here when I started working. And then that was how the salon saw me through school and it ended. That was the work of the salon. So what I'm trying to say is that I am a living testimony of what she's telling you. If I can do it, you too can do it.
As we draw this year's conference to a close, I want to express my deepest gratitude on behalf of the Me Foundation to each and every one of you, our amiable speakers, our partners, our volunteers, and attendees for your time, your insights, and your unwavering commitment to our shared mission. This gathering has reminded us of the power of collaboration and the importance of staying true to the values that guide our foundation. The challenges we face are real, but so too is our collective strength, creativity, and resolve. Let us leave here re-energized, not just by what we have discussed, but by what we are determined to do next. May the connections we have made and the ideas we have shared continue to inspire actions long after today. Thank you once again, and we look forward to seeing you at our next year's conference. I want to wish all safe travels, and let's continue to build a future we can all be proud of. Thank you very much.
I want to thank you once more again for making our time to be here. I appreciate you all. As you go back to your various schools, I ask that Almighty God will take all of you safely back home to your campuses, to your homes. Amen. See you next year. Next year, we'll propose to have it at Musara Adua Event Center. It's going to be a bigger conference, so mark the date. Is the last Friday of June of every year. So please go and follow us, and reach out to us. Use the official means to reach out to us. Don't go and talk to any other person. So try, and God bless you all. Thank you. Goodbye.
My message for young viewers is that sometimes when you're growing up, you're not always going to get accepted to everything, but you need to learn it's not the end to your journey. There will always be other opportunities for you.
Wow, the message I have is that we should not, keep judging our young girls, our young women. Rather, we should be a shoulder where they can lie on. So many of them are going through a lot. They intend to find themselves in some very not comfortable situation, not because that's actually what they want to do, but because of how the society, how the environment, or what their conditions could be. So rather than judging them, we should offer solution to what their problems is. And if we all together raise a generation of young women that are self-sufficient, resilient, committed, and focused on what they're doing, trust me, we'll have a better society.
The girl child is one of the strongest force that makes a nation. The girl child is indeed a capacity that holds a home. The girl child is the mother that ties a nation. And of course, if the girl child is weak, then the nation is broken.